A scandal involving a White House correspondent at the Huffington Post, a Pulitzer Prize winner at the Columbia School of Journalism, a professor who's willing to kill studies he doesn't like on behalf of the Economic Policy Institute. On October 12th, Professor Jeff Keefe of Rutgers University was caught on tape saying he would be willing to kill an economic study in a pay-for-play deal in order to defeat SB 5, an Ohio anti-collective bargaining bill. The professor thought he was talking to someone associated with the Ohio Education Association. In fact, the person was just a Project Veritas decoy.
We really want to make sure that since we're putting all these tens of thousands of dollars into this, we want to make sure that, you know, EPI, if they find evidence contrary to what our intended outcome is, we want to make sure that they'll omit that kind of data.
Well, what they'll do is they'll not publish it.
They won't publish it.
Right.
Okay. Well, that's okay.
You know, we're not going to change the results of any study, but if it's something you don't want published, we'll kill it.
It's great, you know, that if we put all this money into this study and EPI finds an outcome that's contrary to our goals, that they just won't even publish it. That's great to hear.
Yeah, no, that's not our objective. I mean, that's why it's important to do business with policy institutes rather than academics.
Right.
Academics live on publish or perish. If they've devoted a lot of time to it, they're going to publish it, no matter what the outcome is.
Right, right. We don't want that. No.
Yeah. Policy institutes have a policy agenda. So,
right, that's good.
The thing about EPI is when they publish something, it's highly reliable and credible, but if it's contrary to what you want and what they want, they pay for it and they kill it.
Christian Hartsock confronted Professor Jeff Keefe about what he said outside a debate in Ohio, and the professor denied that he would kill any research.
Did you recently accept a pay for play deal whereby you would build research to support a program? No.
Never would.
I have a transcript here from a phone call that says that you would if there was anything contrary to what you would want.
No, that's what the interviewer said that. You didn't say. I never said that.
But if it's something you don't want published, we'll kill it.
So you would not accept a pay for play deal for
Never. In fact, what I told the interviewer is they had to go bargain with the Policy Institute, not me.
Well, I assume that you wouldn't because the EPI mission statement says that it conducts research according to rigorous standards of objectivity. So you would certainly not want to kill any research that supports that.
No. You're filming that? You have my permission?
That's a public place. So.
On October 17th, Sam Stein, a political reporter and White House correspondent for the Huffington Post, did a piece defending EPI and quoting both Larry Michel and Amy Hanauer affiliated with the group. Sam Stein quoted Amy Hanauer saying, quote, "They were fishing for us to say we would release it if it had a pro-union point of view or kill it if it didn't." But that's precisely what Professor Jeff Keefe, who does research for EPI, said multiple times to our decoy.
If it's something you don't want published, we'll kill it. They pay for it and they kill it.
Why didn't the Huffington Post reporter Sam Stein include the story about Jeff Keefe in his article? In the course of our discovery to answer this question, we discovered something else interesting about Huffington Post reporter Sam Stein. A professor at Columbia University Graduate School of Journalism who has had Sam Stein as a student reveals inside information about Sam Stein, his tactics, and his methods.
Sam Stein at Huffington Post is a former student of mine.
Project Veritas takes you inside the media elite to show the bias, the engineering, and the inside strategy of the journalists you trust. Here's part one of our series, To Catch a Journalist.
Sam Stein, Huffington Post. Where's Sam?
Thank you, Mr. President.
Professor Dale Maharidge, a Pulitzer Prize winner at Columbia University Graduate School of Journalism, claims in a hidden camera video that Sam Stein boozes his subjects up to get information out of them.
I got one student now who went from the New York Observer to the Wall Street Journal. She just got the job at the Journal, but she was covering politics for the Observer. Several former students have worked for the Observer. Sam Stein at Huffington Post is a former student of mine. If you read
really? Yeah, definitely.
Sam's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, he's not a go out to the hinterlands kind of guy, but he's old school. I stay in touch with Sam. He goes out drinking at night with people.
Oh, really?
Real reality, not virtual reality. You get some booze in people, and suddenly the stories flow.
Yeah, that's what Sam likes to do. Yeah.
He goes out and he works 12-hour days. Sam thinks I was bullshitting him, but he's a better reporter than I am.
Yeah.
You know you're not. I'm a better writer than you do, but you're a better reporter than I am.
Yeah, I just saw his piece on the Huffington Post about one of O'Keefe's things.
Oh, he's amazing.
Yeah, and that was great.
He just keeps coming up with the coolest, because he works the street. He works the bottom up.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a good one to model yourself after.
Okay.
We called Sam Stein up on the record to ask if he boozes his subjects up to get information out of them, and he denied it. Do you booze your sources up to get a story out of them, or get your sources drunk to get information out of them? Because that's what somebody told me.
Are we on record, James?
I mean, everything. I am James O'Keefe, so you know.
Everything's on the record. So you're asking if I get my sources drunk?
Specifically to get information out of them.
No, I don't. I appreciate the question, but I don't even know what you're talking about, to be honest with you.
Okay, well, that's something someone said, about you, so I didn't, I wanted to make sure that's, not something that you did.
No. Unfortunately, I haven't tried that method yet.
Okay. Is a Pulitzer Prize winning professor of journalism lying about his student off the record?
I stay in touch with Sam. You get some booze in people, and suddenly the stories flow.
Or is a White House correspondent lying about his tactics on the record?
No. Unfortunately, I haven't tried that method yet.
Full uncut tapes can be viewed at projectveritas.com. Stay tuned to our website for the next episode of To Catch a Journalist.